Bruce Rader along with former NFL safety Don Carey in this web exclusive. It's Dallas week. Don, the Redskins had a great first half against the Eagles, and then the defense collapsed. What happened to the Redskins defense?
I think it's the lack of adjustments or making the necessary adjustments to continue playing well. So I look forward to them coming out with this next game, starting fast just like they did last week, but figuring out a way to limit their mistakes, figuring out a way to capitalize on whatever mistakes the Cowboys bring.
All right. You played against Redskins quarterback Case Keenum when you were with the Lions. He looked pretty good to me in the first half against the Eagles. Can he turn the Redskins around against Dallas and turn their season around?
If he's able to, if they're able to protect the middle and allow him time in the pocket, they have a shot. If all else fails, I would like to see him out of the pocket more. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks out of the pocket making plays.
All right, but let me ask you this. Yeah. When you were playing for the Lions and you played against Case Keenum, you didn't fear him, did you?
We did not fear him in the pocket. Our game plan was keep this man in the pocket, keep him bottlenecked, and we have to get pressure up the A-gaps.
Now, he has now played for the Redskins on Sunday, was his fifth opening game for 5 different teams in 5 years, especially at quarterback. How in the world do you bounce from team to team to team and have to learn an entirely new offense just like that and be productive?
So it's a testament to him. So he's clearly a brain to learn all those new systems and be able to produce on Sunday. But it's tough, especially for a quarterback. You have to not only know your job, but everyone else's job. You have to make the right checks, the right corrections. You got to be able to show confidence so that everyone can feel that energy. So I think he's done a great job, actually.
All right, obviously the big story at Redskins Park this week was the fact that in the Eagles game, Coach Jay Gruden decided to make Adrian Peterson inactive, so he was not able to play. And he did it because he wanted to bring in an extra player on special teams. Well, after that, obviously, even some of Gruden's players said that was a slap in the face to AP, who had over 1,000 yards rushing last year. As a former player, was it a smart move by Gruden to help beef up the special teams, or was it a slap in the face to Adrian Peterson?
Yeah, I would not have done it. You have guys on roster who are paid to do special teams. They're called 4 core guys. Hey, go make your money. You know, we need a player like AP to be able to give assistance on and off the field. So I'm looking forward to him taking some pressure off of Case, actually, on this upcoming Sunday. He'll be able to look at some of the fronts and allow Case to look at coverage.
All right. Darius Slay, we know that he tore his meniscus, or at least injured it pretty badly. Dr. Andrews had to do what they call a minor procedure on Thursday. He will not play. He may even miss the entire first half of the season, but we don't know that yet. Adrian Peterson now is going to have his uniform on the sidelines against the Cowboys. You think he might want to have something to prove?
Oh, he's definitely going to have a chip on his shoulder. You know, we're talking about Adrian Peterson here. So he's going to do what's necessary to play well. And like I said, I kind of like them better with him back there. I know others have different opinions, but he brings a whole new dynamic to the game. He may be older, but he's still a big man and a big load to handle.
And finally, we hate to talk about the Cowboys, but I'll tell you what, they looked, I know the Giants are the Giants, but they looked pretty good against the Giants. In fact, they almost look like a Super Bowl team.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys always look like a great team early in the year. It's too early to crown anybody anything right now. But we'll see what they do. They're playing against another team who knows them. They have the advantage of surprise with Kellen Moore now calling the plays on offense. But at the end of the day, the Cowboys go as 21 goes. Stop him, you give yourself a shot.
All right, real quick before we leave, you played with Kellen Moore, who is the young offensive coordinator for the Cowboys. And you know these owners love these new young coaches. Tell us about him, and what are we going to see different with the Cowboys offense this year?
Yeah, so he's definitely going to bring new ideas, new schemes. He's a Boise State guy, so he's going to want to light up the scoreboard just like he did in college. So look for them to put a little more pressure on Dak, But all that's going to come off the heels of a solid running game.
All right, Don Carey, you may have watched him play at Norfolk State. He was an All-American there, 10 years in the NFL. Thanks for joining us on the Washington Huddle this week to talk about the Redskins-Cowboys game. I'm Bruce Rader. Enjoy the game.